Dunwall seems so far away. I'll come back soon, Emily. I promise. The jewel of the South. My homeland.
Pushed out into the harsh world, you are alone, but for a few allies. Those around you cannot see me. I am here and not here when you call to me. I heard a story once of a sailor caught forever in a fog. It traveled with her across all the seas. I am that sailor. Time when we must part. I only tell you this in the hope to make easier our farewells. If we should become parted someday, remember that I know exactly who you are, and that I treasure you. I wonder if you remember me as I was. Sometimes I think of those days. Do you?
Must be cursed. Daft old man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say.
When this crisis is past, you must promise to release me.
The Howlers will be distracted by some score they're working.
I'm tired. How long, my dears? How long must I endure in this shadow state?
You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know. We've been en route for 2 weeks. I hope Sokolov is all right. Wherever he is. Karnaca looks pretty from a distance, but it's a city on the way down. And the blood flies are bad this year.
With that watchtower, the only way to get to Addermeyer is through the carriage station. Sokolov always seemed ageless. Not now. As assassins go, the Crown Killer was messy, vulgar. The Duke wanted people afraid. Mortimer Ramsey, the entitled son of entitled parents. The Duke's coup relied on a weasel like you. Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years? Sokolov's style. It's Delilah.
Anton started it just before he was taken. They've got history, but he wouldn't say more.
If he isn't tinkering or painting, Sokolov's chasing life. Or used to. miss listening to old Anton Sokolov and his travel stories. He even explored Pandyssia.
Or must I say, Your Imperial Majesty? I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Crystal years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Addermeyer Institute's been there for a long time, but Hypatia wasn't around when I lived in Karnaka.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready. The old city must have changed a lot.
Off we go then.
One more time, old friend.
Take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
I remember the old Duke Theodanis. He was a good man.
Watch yourself on the way to Admire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I can take care of myself.
This is a good spot. Reach Admire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Don't know what I ate to deserve that.
The powerful have been putting the screws to the underclass in Karnaca for years now. And the Grand Guard makes up new laws on the spot.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger. No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks. You'll be okay on the docks, stranger, but watch out past the wall of light. We're playing dice tonight. Are you in?
Sure.
It's all a fuss. Well, whatever it is, I've got more important things to worry about. Hark, there she blows. Hark, under she goes. Look sharp, pull up alongside.
Even the familiar
Look
parts
sharp,
of the city are
we're
starting
in
to
for
feel
a
dodgy.
ride.
That's no way to live.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
The dreadful whale. No, it's not on the register. Maybe one of the recent importers from Norway.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can ask a friend who's with the Grand Guard to take the squad on board and conduct a search. Give the crew time to load up the contraband. There, no doubt.
Good thought. They give us a piece of the confiscation?
Yeah, we pass it along to another ship at a discount. Then we all split the debris.
Just don't forget about me. Loading crates sure beats smoke-flashing houses to kill off the blood flies. Never doing that again.
That's Addermire in the distance.
You still eat meat? All the blood flies and all. I'm not sure it's safe.
Of course
I mean, I trust my butcher, but how can he be sure there aren't any of those filthy grubs in my steak?
I just boil everything. Simple as that. Tastes like shoe leather, but it's better than eating blood fly larvae. Am I right?
I only buy meat if I see the animal killed in front of me. And I cook it right away.
That's another solution. Yeah, I miss the days when you could look at a dinner plate without having nightmares. Fewer ships coming into the city. Everyone smells the blood. All this political squabbling. It's good for profits. I wonder if Morley and Tibia really will go to war with us over this Delilah business.
You start any shit around here, we're jumping in.
That's worse than usual today, don't you think? Heard they're laying workers off at the fisheries.
Alright then. Maybe a little more. Damn, the light is amazing, but I'm going sunblind. The way the ocean shimmers. Oh, beautiful. Let's hope the framing's good. I'm seeing black spots. The silver plate is ready. Looks like there's a weird shadow.
Oh, maybe 2 more months here in Karnaca before it gets really bad and I ship out for Colorado. I'll stop at the warehouse when we're done. See if anybody wants to pop over to the Crone's Hand for drinks and dice.
Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that. You look like you can take care of yourself.
Outside is crooked cock. Yes. You up for a beer later?
Sure.
Enough coins in the world to make it worth it.
You're not from around here, are you? Well, some of the streets is closed, owing to the blood flies.
So where's the cargo?
I don't see any signs of Farrell. He seems to be late.
Or maybe we're early.
He should be here, with the Red Shark. This is unacceptable. I have a very tight schedule.
Don't worry, you'll make it eventually. If not today, then tomorrow.
Is that a joke? Santiago Fisheries have a reputation to maintain. We have clients all over the Isles. Do I need to remind you that fish is a delicate cargo? We can't afford any delays.
Well, it's fermented red shark, which is a nice way of saying it's fish that's already gone bad.
You can just tell your clients that here in Karnaca, we like it very fermented.
Unacceptable. Farrell is going to pay for this.
Sure, there's always been blood flies.
What's the matter?
Saw so many of them and so big.
I told her, if you want my advice, just pay the fine and be done with it. No use making trouble.
Don't pick any fights you can't finish.
Wish I had some rum. I got 4 mouths to feed. Not that it's any of your business.
Look at this place. Might be time to head back to Potterstead. I've got a bit of a cough. Nothing serious.
My brother-in-law tried to get me to sign on with a mining crew. No way I'm dying down in a hole.
Damn it, you'll be all right here, visitor. Another week, another bloodfly edict. Who's running this city?
If you go creeping around, watch out for the blood flies. Pardon the smell. I ate something off.
Careful with bastard overseers beat my man last month for whistling something heretical.
I was thinking of heading to my uncle's farm near Sagunto. You can breathe there.
I tried living up in Driscoll for a while. Too damn cold. Shitty food.
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then.
Of course.
As always.
Why cover your face? Are you worried someone might recognize you?
Don't care much for warm lemonade.
Can you imagine being attacked by such a monster out at sea? They're horrible creatures. I've heard the sailors say they actually sing. Can you imagine it? What nonsense.
We don't normally see many of these beasts this far south. They're like the cold waters to the north. In a day or so, the odor will be tremendous. The guts will burst, then the crabs and gulls will be at it.
It's good stuff. Spices and dried fish.
Maybe worth more than what you lost.
That's a good deal, Maya.
Oh, thank you, Ramus.
All right. It's still not fair, them just taking what was ours, but we appreciate what you're offering. It's like you say, and we can find buyers, then it'll get us through the next month.
Good. Look, I wish I could have stopped him. Just meet me here again tomorrow, okay? Same time.
We'll be here.
Your face is covered. Are you worried someone might recognize you?
Give him this dust!
Cigars tomorrow. Wanna buy one?
This job is my lifeblood. Don't try anything funny, whoever you are.
Manual. Halfway up, a cable broke and we lost 11 workers. They never even made it into the mine. Those cables weren't made to carry so many people. You pack enough of them in, even kids, and it adds up. After that, the sickness spreads through the crew bunkhouses. That woman from Addermeyer, Alexandria Hypatia, she used to treat the workers, but she doesn't come around anymore. So what all this means is that we need more workers. There are always people coming to Serkonos looking for a better life. We'll get them into the mines, if I have to club them over the head myself.
this time.
Not long ago, I crewed a flatboat loaded down with this Blue Bloods furniture. Hit a reef, and we watched it all go down.
Heard they're laying workers off at the whaling slaughterhouse. I might wind up at the alehouse tonight.
Don't bother looking for work at the docks. Just tried. No luck. Everybody's looking out for themselves right now.
What are you covering your face for? Your face is covered. You worried someone might recognize you? Covering your face won't make the Grand Guard happy.
What are you covering your face for? I repair broken mining equipment, so unless you need a second-hand pickaxe, I can't help you. I used to work in the mines. Don't recommend it.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, and carried out by the former Royal Protector, Corvo Atano. The Grand Serkonan Guard will be stopping and questioning all foreigners and new workers on the streets of Karnaca. Compliance is mandatory.
This job ain't so bad. Beats cheating people all day in a bank.
Outside is cooking coffee. Let's see what you got.
Sir Conans, let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Caldwin I.
Tonight, I'm gonna find out whether it's true that whiskey keeps the blood flies away. Been working too hard. A man needs time to himself. This city's gonna grind me down. These milk-blooded beggars think their minds are rough. Send them to a whaling house for a few months. I think I've got a tooth going. I can smell it.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. The man has to be ready for anything.
We're printing new posters soon. That usually brings in a few more workers each week. All I need is a couple more years like 1848. Mining silver had a kind of romantic appeal back then. When I'm out of this racket, I never want to see another dirty face again. With miners, it's all fleas and body odor. If things hadn't fallen apart down here, I might have been able to retire this year.
So many people trying to get away from Karnaca now. But where are you gonna go? There's money here, even if it's dirty.
Concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest or an infested corpse, do not disturb it. Any attempts to practice the funeral rites of the Abbey of the Everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Sir Conan Guard at once. The guardsmen on site will handle the situation and determine whether any fines are appropriate.
I'm Sir Conan Blood, through and through. Been here all my life.
The poor and forgotten, mudlarks, beggars, and orphans. Who speaks for them? We want you to point the way, help you onto a path. Now, let us be lost here together for a moment. Will this place be any different had I not passed from the world?
Fellow Sir Conan, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. As a response to violent crime
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Carl, going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stung to death. Then we end up hatching more blood flies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Damn it, Carl.
All right. We don't turn on each other. We'll find another way to make the coin. And another way to get past the wall of light.
You get stung enough, that's it. They'll be laying eggs under your skin. You run, they start to swarm.
Bloodflies aren't that hard to avoid if you're careful. Just go slow and avoid the nests. We should have brought something to burn down the nests.
You can find all sorts of good stuff in bloodfly nests, if you're sneaky and you've got the stomach for it. You just need to be very quiet. Don't sneeze or anything.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
Hey there. What have you got for me? Oh, you're kind, thank you. If you want to get past that wall of light, I've heard people sneaking through this blood-fly-infested apartment. Going through there will get you to the other side of that Grand Guard checkpoint. Duke is drunk half the time. And if the Howlers don't rob you, you get shaken down by the Grand Guard. Want to know why people are leaving Karnaca? Because the city is not safe to live in anymore. There's garbage in the streets, and blood flies in half the abandoned buildings. This city has consumption, and no one with half a wit wants to be buried with it. Let's hope you never need help.
Come here.
Come in. If you've found this place, I'll trade with you. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. I don't give discounts.